Most of you probably don't remember September 11th, 2001. What you know comes from what you've read, seen on TV, or maybe even been told. Well, 12 years ago, on September 11th, 2001, it wasn't much different of a day than today has been starting out. On September 11th, 2001, terrorists hijacked or took over 4 planes on the east coast of the United States. The terrorists planned to crash the planes into targets in New York City and Washington, D.C. The first 2 planes took off from Boston. They were on their way to Los Angeles when they were hijacked or taken over. The terrorists flew the planes to New York City. The first plane crashed into World Trade Center North Tower. Less than 20 minutes, the second plane crashed into the World Trade Center South Tower. The heat from the airplane's fuel melted the steel supports of the buildings. Both buildings collapsed. More than 2,700 people died at the World Trade Center, and thousands more were injured. The third plane took off from Washington Dulles International Airport, near Washington, D.C. Terrorists crashed the plane into the Pentagon, which is the headquarters of the National United States Department of Defense, where 189 people died, including the passengers on the plane and the plane's crew. The last plane that was taken over took off from Newark, New Jersey. Some of the plane's passengers received calls on their cell phones about the attacks. They realized what was happening. Several passengers tried to take control of the airplane. They succeeded, and the plane crashed in a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Everyone on board was killed, but because of the brave acts of the passengers, the plane did not reach its target in Washington, D.C. Pieces of steel and other artifacts were eventually removed from the site in the weeks after the 9/11 attacks and preserved in a hangar at John F. Kennedy International Airport. The Port Authority then started accepting proposals from organizations interested in acquiring a piece of 9/11 World Trade Center steel for display purposes. Through their dedication, Gail Farrell, a retired middle school teacher, along with Diane Hartzell, wrote a proposal to acquire a piece of 9/11 World Trade Center steel. Since we already had a pre-existing 9/11 Memorial Garden, this allowed their request to be approved. As a result of their commitment, the middle school received a 20-inch piece of 9/11 World Trade Center steel. That piece of steel has now been incorporated into a new 9/11 Memorial Garden located in the middle school's courtyard just outside the auditorium. This memorial has been designed to honor Nicholas Chiafello, class of 1980, Anthony Gallagher, class of 1979, and Christopher Quackenbush, class of 1976. All 3 were Bayshore High School graduates that perished on September 11th, 2001.